Hi, this is Rosie, and I'm coming to you from Garmisch, Germany. And something tells me that you would like to try something new and different, and maybe even thinking about snowboarding. So I'm going to just give it a little talk about that, make a couple of suggestions, a couple of points, but I am not going to teach you how to snowboard. That's about going and taking a lesson. So about myself, I am 65, and I find snowboarding to be easier than downhill skiing at this point. I started snowboarding when I was 45. As a ski instructor, I had tried snowboarding once, made huge mistakes, did not take a lesson, fell a bunch of times, handed in the snowboard, and swore I would never do it again. One day, my boss had lined up. She noticed that there were two people waiting for a snowboard lesson, and there were no snowboard instructors. So she looked up and down the line, up and down. I looked at the ground. I would not make eye contact with her. And she said, "Kelly, you've been on a snowboard once before." I said, "Yeah, but I'm old. I didn't like it. It hurt. And I don't know anything about it." She said, "You know more than them. Fake it." And I did. And in about 10 minutes, I gave them the progression. I knew what they needed to do. They were happy. They were making better turns than me at the end of the lesson. But they must have been glad because they gave me a fat tip. So after that, my boss, she said, "Kelly, I need you to be a snowboard instructor. You're older, you're compassionate, you can tell time, and you show up." And so I did. I took lessons. I took 3 private lessons from friends. Each day I showed up with my skis. Each day I snowboarded for 1 hour, put the snowboard away, skied the rest of the day. The third day, I put my skis away and stuck mainly with the snowboard. So that's it. There are a couple of things you're going to need to be able to do to go snowboarding and to try snowboarding. Firstly, can you breathe? Okay, that's a start. Secondly, do you have the desire to try something new? I know you do, otherwise you wouldn't be tuning in here. And thirdly, can you sit on the ground and get up off the ground? Like this. You sit down, and can you get up? Yeah, it's not always that easy for me, but I can do it. So those are important things. Next step would be figure out where you want to go. You don't need a ski resort with 100 trails and all kinds of vertical to learn to snowboard. Some of the small ski areas with a Learn to Snowboard program might be good places to learn. A ski area, or I should say snowboard area, with a magic carpet. That's a moving carpet, like you see at the airport. If you can find a place with flat terrain, and they've got a magic carpet, that might be a good option. You may also want to look for a place that has the Burton Learn to Ride boards. They're pretty much everywhere now. I used them in China, and I've used them in America, and they pretty much help you to keep from having falls and spills in your lesson. But I would say the most important thing is to get a good lesson. If you show up the middle of the week, chances are, if it's not a holiday week, chances are you might be the only one in a group lesson. But money will be well spent if you sign up for a private lesson. If you have certain needs or desires, you can let them know at the ski school desk. "Oh, I'm older. Oh, I'd like a male instructor. I like a female instructor. I want to go easy." You know, whatever. They've heard it all. They are there to help you. Private lesson would be the most important thing. As far as what you need, don't go out and buy new outfit, snowboard, boots, everything. If you want to buy something, buy yourself a helmet. That is the most important article that you're going to have. It saved me many times. Yeah, so that's it. Get some clothes, dress in layers, warm stuff. Don't go for that cotton. Warm stuff, plenty of layers. If you have a ski jacket, of course you can use that, but I find that most of the time for a beginner lesson, you're going to find that you're going to get hot, usually. You're going to want to peel off layers, and so having a bunch of layers would be a good idea. Like, I have an old wool shirt, I have another layer here, I have a jacket, a puffy, and some ski pants. All of these items, believe it or not, are from a thrift store. You don't need to spend a lot. So I hope I gave you a little bit of inspiration. I do have an ebook out there. It's called Snowboarding is for Adults, but you can also do a lot of research right on the web. So my purpose here is just to get you to think about getting off the couch, trying something that you've wanted to do. Give it a try. Go slow. Don't have huge expectations at first. Take a private lesson. Enjoy it. All right, that's it for now.